Hi everyone, I'm Ken from CryptoTradingKS and the inventor of the CTKS method and BORSOG trading. If you're new, a very warm welcome, and please note I don't have WhatsApp or Telegram. From my 30 plus years in financial markets, I explain the smart money mindset to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love, gaining real wealth and positive excellence in the process. If you're going through a life pullback at the moment, please know that our global family's love and healing thoughts are with you. You're not alone. The sun will come out again, and there's always hope. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin is currently down 0.42% to 17,133. Ethereum is down 1.57% to 1264. Thank you so very much to the very kind people who have offered CTKS partial masterclass scholarships. The art scholarship was recently awarded. Today I'm going to let you know who was awarded the Crypto Turtle CTKS partial masterclass scholarship. The awardee is Gabion. Well done, my friend. And thank you for all your messages and comments on Twitter. And if you would like to be considered for a partial masterclass scholarship, the link to apply is in the description of this video. Well done again, Gabion. We saw some key data in the US be released and it came in hotter than expected. The core PPI month on month was expected to come in at 0.2%. It was double that at 0.4%. The PPI, or the Producer Price Index, is the change in the price of finished goods or services and services sold by producers. It's a forward-looking indicator of consumer inflation. So when it comes in hotter, we're watching the CPI go hotter as well. And in the crazy world that we live in, actually consumer sentiment came in hotter than anticipated. Consumers are optimistic about the future, and the Fed wants demand destruction. Therefore, the major indices sold down, and we can see this here. I wanted to give you an idea of just how out of control inflation actually is. When you look through all the global countries, wow, inflation is just going crazy. It's 26.5% in the Ukraine at the moment. Look at Argentina, poor Argentina, 88%. Venezuela, 155%. And you can see in parts of Africa, it's absolutely and utterly out of control. Turkey is out of control, 84.39%. Iran, 52.2%. Kazakhstan, nearly 20% inflation. You can see when it comes to the rest of the world, inflation is eating away at people's wealth. In other news, recession worries could support the dollar after a monstrous 2022 rally, and this is definitely on the cards. The Fed has basically said they're not going to increase the pace of rate increases, so that was actually drawing foreign investment into the US, and of course people were chasing the greatest return in terms of interest rates. But what actually we see when you get a recession, people have a flight to safety out of the markets and into the dollar, and this could boost up the DXY. When looking at the DXY through the CTKS method, and the CTKS method is a new standards-based process that reveals smart money buy and sell levels from any price chart. Going all the way back to the start of the DXY's price history on the 2nd of January 1967, and not analyzing from recent price action, which is what most people do. We create these things called SLs, or Stanfield levels. What they do is to indicate if they're below current price, they indicate smart money buy levels. If they're above current price, they indicate smart money sell levels. The current value of the DXY is 104,932, and we can see it's midway between a smart money sell level at 105,357 and a smart money buy level at 104,392. The CTKS method gives you a thing called ODMS, which is Objective Dynamic Market Structure. Objective Dynamic Market Structure actually shows you the internal structure of the market. It means that you do not have to guess where support and resistance levels are. And you can learn all about Stanfield levels and the CTKS method inside the masterclass. When we look at the S&P 500 futures, we can see that the price is $39.64.50, just literally smack bang above a smart money buy level at $39.62.25. If we actually pass through this smart money buy level at $39.62, we've got a long way to fall down to $38.80. Within the structure of the S&P 500, the SPX, which dates back to the 2nd of January 1871, that means that all these periods have been marked up with the CTKS method. We can see that there was a huge amount of selling resistance from the 40.99 level to the 41.69 level. What actually happened? Price tried to absolutely challenge this overhead resistance. It had no success whatsoever, and we've seen it actually fall back. We can see that there's some light support around the current price, but basically it's passed through the majority of that. We have the next smart money buy level of real structural significance at 38.26. This is something to bear in mind. When you are trading, you can take advantage of all these price wave movements. When you're investing, you just have to hold on. You can use the CTKS method as an investor to buy at deep levels of value and to also understand the market structure of what you're actually looking at. If you don't have the CTKS method, you're basically looking at price like this and trying to figure out, okay, if it drops, where is it going to drop to? It's very, very difficult to do. However, if you have the standardized process that you understand how all of these lines are drawn, well, that's a different thing. You have much, much more confidence. And the one thing to be aware of, all of this overhead resistance, as we saw just previously, is seeking to get overcome. There's been a monstrous rally in the SPX, and what this chart is the 9 sell-offs and recoveries in the S&P 500 since 1966, married to the current price up there. The key level that we're looking at that we don't want to go below is that 35.77 mark. How did the main markets actually interpret this statistical data? An increase of almost 100% of the core PPI in terms of expectation to actual, and an increase of 50% on the PPI month on month. That is, expectation was 0.2% and actual was 0.3%. And of course, a much stronger consumer sentiment coming in through the market. So let's have a look. We can see this moderately increased the VIX, but the really interesting thing is how it impacted yields. Because the dollar could potentially strengthen, we saw the yields come up. That of course inverted the bond prices. They came down, and gold has been doing really, really well, and that just took a little bit of the shine off gold, but not much. Gold also measures geopolitical risk, and there's a lot of geopolitical risk coming out of Russia at the present time. And we saw the Nasdaq 100 trying to rally up and then got squashed down, and oil prices have taken an absolute beating. And we can see through junk bonds, risk on sentiment is slightly decreasing, but it's still increasing at a decreasing rate. A lot of people in crypto don't understand why we look at the main markets. It's because we're professional investors and professional traders. And we can see more and more people in the crypto industry starting to pick up on this. It's really fantastic to see. Bitcoin price test 17,000 on PPI, producer price index, just what we discussed. As Bitcoin analysts, CPI, FOMC catalyst, FOMC, Federal Open Market Committee. That's the Fed meets to actually change the federal funds rate, which is the base interest rate inside the economic system in the US. That's an easy way of looking at it. So what do we see? A 77% probability that there will be a 50 basis point increase. And this meeting will happen in about 5 days. A lot of people in crypto think that crypto has decoupled from the stock market. It will never happen. It didn't happen to the bond market, and the bond market is way bigger than the stock market. Bonds and stocks are intercorrelated, and crypto is an incredibly risk-on asset, as a lot of people don't understand that it stands for Web3 technology. It's simply the ownership layer of the next generation of the internet, but so many people just don't get that. That's why, as crypto technical analysts, the first thing that we do, and this is the structure of the masterclass, we mark up our charts with the CTKS method. And version 2 of the CTKS method is coming December 11, just a couple of sleeps away, and that's US time. Then we look into the main markets, just like what we've done, exactly what we've done. We must understand how the main market and the global economies are moving. Why do we do this? Why don't we just drill down onto our beloved alts and of course ignore Bitcoin in the process? Because we don't want to lose money. When we hop back into the crypto market, we find the market's focus, understanding that opportunities reset daily and enhancing our pattern recognition is the way to actually capitalize on opportunities. But if fear is running the decision-making process, any particular trade or investment that's taken has a higher than 90% probability of moving against you. Therefore, we must master emotional control, and that's what all of positive excellence and real wealth is about. And then there are so many ways to buy or sell, but your profitability is dependent on the knowledge that you actually understand how the global market interrelates to crypto, how the structure of the charts interrelates to the particular buy and sell levels. That's one part of the jigsaw puzzle. The other part is positive excellence. If fear is raining on your decisions, it's literally raining on your decisions. When we act out of fear, we create our fears. I created BORSOG trading as a way to help people to start small and scale. Just get into synchronization with the market. It's really important to do this. I've been in the financial markets for many, many decades, and what people say for you to do when you first get in, go all in and more. Don't miss it. Don't miss out. And all of a sudden, you see your account reduce by 50%. Starting small and scaling is the key. We also do our daily 3-dimensional risk management code, and we do this because we know the market doesn't know us. It never will. It acts independently of our decision making. We just can't alter the market. We take full and total accountability and responsibility for pressing the buy or pressing the sell, because we know we control the trade or investment, but the market controls the return. And it always, actually the market always rewards your active learning, your knowledge plus your courage, and it penalizes blame and gambling. Why does it penalize blame? Because it's a zone 2 phenomenon. Zone 2 is all about the stopping of learning. It's all about getting emotional. And you will find the markets will burn the emotion right out of you over time. I'd like to say that there's a different reality, but that is the reality. We have a good understanding of where the main markets are headed, and we need that because Bitcoin cannot escape the stock market's gravity, but we know your beloved alts cannot escape Bitcoin's gravity either. To see where the crypto market is headed, we mark up the total chart, and this is literally every price of every crypto represented on one chart. It's Bitcoin, it's Ethereum, it's XRP, it's Doge, all the way down to the tiniest of cryptos. And what do we see actually happening here? Total crypto market cap is 809.8 billion. But what do we see happening with this particular price action? We were starting to go up in yesterday's session, and then the PPI came out and smacked the markets about. Where did it smack it down to? This smart money buy level. You'll see this time and time again. These smart money buy levels and smart money sell levels are obeyed in market. That is what makes them so powerful, but you always have to manage your emotions as well. This is 50% of the solution. The other is internal. And what do we see here? They actually swoop down to the 808 billion and then swoop back up to around 814 billion. This is something to just bear in mind. This smart money buy level, the buyers are definitely coming into the market. These SL levels are like gold. They're like Bitcoin. They're just awesome. As a professional, you don't create stories about where price could go, because price can go up, can go flat, or can go down. And you consider the down first. We know structurally there's a smart money buy across the entire crypto market at 799 billion. And how do you apply this particular pattern, if you like, to your beloved alts? Just take note of the price, because this particular price pattern will be playing out on Bitcoin. And turning to Bitcoin, you can see exactly that pattern is playing out on Bitcoin. So if we just go back, just keep your eye on this consolidation range here, just above it, slightly above. Now let's have a look at Bitcoin. You can see that consolidation range, or slightly above it, is coming in at around 16,900. Just keep your eye on the 16,900 mark, because there's crypto-wide support there. From an ODMS basis, objective dynamic market structure, this stuff is powerful. Another thing that could assist, max pain levels have been constant at 17,000 for quite a few days, and quite a few days forward they'll be still at 17,000. But you can notice that the price has been below these max pain levels and above these max pain levels. Inside the masterclass, there's a veritable treasure trove of different ways that you can look at the market, and one of the ways we do that is in TG34, Trigger 34. We look at the longs and the shorts. We can see by price action, the longs were pretty hard hit, but it looks to be turning around, and the shorts are getting liquidated. But what you can see actually, and this is really fascinating, the shorts went up and now they've come down. They're not actually saying, wow, we are so confident that the economy is going to tank and everything is going down. They're not saying that at all. They're saying just the opposite. They're saying they're uncertain. And when we look at the longs have been coming down, but they're starting to flatten out. To gain context over this, we need to look at liquidations, and the liquidations have been tiny, 21.67 million over the past 24 hours, and egad, only 8,299 positions. That's absolutely minuscule. And when we look at total liquidations across the past 24 hours, about 63% long. What about the past 12 hours? 80.2% long. What about the past 4 hours? About 94% long. What about the past hour? Yeah, here it comes. It's going the other way now. 74% short. And what we can see in the previous trading session, more shorts were liquidated than the longs by quite a lot. But actually, what we're seeing now, more longs are being liquidated than the shorts, but it's really, really low volume. Weekend volume. Having a look at the greatest gainers in the past 24 hours, XEN, EOS, Dash, The Graph, OKB, ICP, and Comp, but in very, very low percentages. What about the greatest losers in the past 24 hours? Really low percentages as well. The market is just going flat. GMX, USDN, CRV, Rune, Axie, Litecoin, and Polkadot. In crypto news, Amber Group will scrap sponsorship deal worth 25 million with Chelsea Football Club. Oh no. And our good friends at the SEC issued disclosure recommendations for corporations after the FTX turmoil. The SEC encouraged public businesses to issue fresh disclosure standards following the fall of the scam organization FTX that used customer money for its own purposes. One thing that I would like to warn you against is the stories that just float around out there. Wyckoff accumulations suggest Bitcoin price has already bottomed out. If we have a look at ODMS, Objective Dynamic Market Structure, we can see Bitcoin's price 17,125. There's a big fresh air gap. And what does fresh air mean? It means that the price can suddenly fall down because there's no real support down there. True support, internal structural market support, not based on recent price action, based on all of price action, is literally 14,444 and down at 13,890. Be really careful not to get sucked in by people's stories. Just look at the market structure. And you will be able to do this yourself to mark up structural lines inside any particular asset class, any price chart. And it's coming to the Masterclass, December 11.
In a market gone mad, there was one man who wasn't afraid to say, "Let's run the numbers." CTKS version 2, coming to you December 11th.
Thank you so much, Tails, Beardy, and Let Me Know Barry. What an awesome combo. As professionals, we must make three-dimensional decision making. And please look at LV25, Midterm Election Volatility Secrets. You need to know. There could be a lot more negative momentum coming. Please be aware of that. If it doesn't come, that's fantastic, but the probabilities are that it could come. And how do we react to that as a community? We love negative volatility, even though we go long at spot and don't use leverage. When the dance floor empties, that is the absolute best time to be on the dance floor. That crypto has proven that time and time and time again. And it also happens inside the stock markets. If you actually get into market timing, and it is possible if you know ODMS, Objective Dynamic Market Structure, you can do really, really well. And for the next at least 3 years, I believe it's going to be a trader's market because it's going to get pretty volatile. Let's look at what the professionals are actually doing. CryptoBiz, is Goldman Sachs the ultimate crypto contrarian? Is the US investment bank looking to buy up distressed crypto firms amid the bear market? The article says a quiet herd of smart money investors believes now is the best time to invest in Bitcoin. Absolutely, definitely, but just layer down. Bitcoin and crypto are here to stay because they're the ownership layer of the next evolution of the internet of money, the internet of value. And the big firms absolutely recognize this. They understand what they're buying. UK pushes crypto efforts forward through financial services reforms. The reforms include regulating stablecoins as a means of payment and creating a sandbox where firms and regulators can test new financial technologies. See, it's here to stay. Data shows the Bitcoin mining bear market has a way to go. And the 2022 bear market is impacting Bitcoin miners in more extreme ways than previous downturns, especially with so many publicly listed miners struggling with their debt obligations. In other news, CEO of crypto news site The Block resigns for failing to disclose $27 million loans from Alameda Research. Crypto.com releases proof of reserves showing above 100% for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Investors chase Web3 as blockchain industry builds despite the bear market. Of course, this is going to be the case. Really astute professional investors and traders always seek deep value, and you can't get any deeper value than what's happening right now. Well, maybe you can, but we always buy in layers anyway. We said that Bitcoin cannot escape the stock market's gravity, but no alt, including your beloved alts, can escape Bitcoin's gravity either. And when we look at the top 8, we can see the blue line. That is Bitcoin's price action. And what is this? This is Ethereum. You can see it's moving in lockstep with Bitcoin's price action. And what do we see with BNB? Moving as well, but weaker. This could actually indicate that centralized exchanges are getting a bit of pressure about the FTX saga. One thing that we've seen time and time again is that when Binance Coin starts to come up and starts to actually show more strength, that actually heralds a bit of a turn inside the crypto market from down to up, something to keep in mind. What about XRP? XRP was looking really good, but it's since synced in with Bitcoin's gravity. Doge is looking really weak at the moment. And what about ADA? Also looking weak relative to Bitcoin's strength. We want to actually analyze that pattern across your beloved alts. That's the concept. And just a quick question. Where is market structure telling us crypto-wide that we're going to get a level of support crypto-wide? Please let me know in the comments. And if you're unsure what I mean, just rewind a little bit and go back and have a look at total. Let's have a look at Matic. Matic is showing a lot of weakness here just at the present time, but Matic does that. Does this foretell that Bitcoin is coming down? Something to keep your eye on. What about DOT? DOT is moving in alignment with Bitcoin's gravity, but it's much, much weaker, as is Litecoin. Litecoin has been an outstanding performer. I would keep your eye on Litecoin, Doge, and especially XRP. Looking at the next top 8 alts, what we can see, SHIB is moving in alignment with Bitcoin's gravity, but suppressed, quite suppressed. It kind of mirrors what's happening with Doge. But look at Tron. Tron is absolutely going for it, and Tron does this all the time. So keep your eyes on patterns. What is happening with Solana? Just moving in alignment with Bitcoin's gravity. What about Uni? Still moving in alignment, but showing a little bit of strength at the moment. Uni does tend to do this at times like this as well. AVAX. What's happening with AVAX? Moving in alignment, but not quite as powerful. It had a later lagged effect here. You can see it there, but still weaker. And what about Link? Link is looking really weak at the moment. Poor old Link. Atom. What's happening with Atom? It's staged a really good reversal just at the present time. And XLM, Stellar, is kind of doing the same. We have such an amazing global family. Every day, seeing your comments, I'm just so appreciative that you're here and sharing this time together. As a community, we believe in positive excellence. Positive excellence is all about putting money last. This may sound really counterintuitive, but if you actually focus on doing the right things, getting your knowledge up, getting your emotions under control, the money will come. And many inside our beloved global family are going through life pullbacks. I just want to let you know that all of our love and healing thoughts are with you. It's really important to know people are sending support, especially at hard times. And if you're going through one at the moment, we're sending our love and healing wishes to you. Thank you so much, Andre, for your kind comments. And well done on fatherhood, my friend. In yesterday's video, we were talking about the difference between rich thinking, poor thinking, and wealthy thinking. And there's a very, very big difference. Wabi Sabi said, they know the price of everything and the value of nothing. It's a very good way to sum up rich thinking versus wealthy thinking. Wealthy thinking, people know the value. Rich thinking, people know the price. And Wabi Sabi says, I see a lot of this kind of attitude in our world. As a global community, we're just doing our best each and every day to just share a little bit of positive excellence out into the people that we know, the people around us. We can be the change that we want to see inside the world. Wabi Sabi said, I view poor thinking as being in a state of stress. You're in fight or flight. Very high levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. And the key to understand, it doesn't matter how much money you can have rich thinking, or you can have wealthy thinking, or you can have poor thinking as well. And Crypto Badger, what a cool thing you said. The scarcity mindset is always thinking there's not enough of something. Abundance, it's a bun that's dancing, is a small piece of bread moving to the beat of a song. Oh, just kidding. It starts with thankfulness and being happy with what you do have. After all, if you're not happy with what you have, then why should you receive more? Abundance thinking creates contentment, helps you to solve problems and find new opportunities. Wayne Gretzky said, "We always miss 100% of the shots that we don't take." So true, my friend. Oscar said, "Poor thinking, life is a zero-sum game and I'm losing. Rich thinking, life is a zero-sum game and I'm winning, for now. Wealthy thinking, life is a positive-sum game, everybody wins, and I'm happy to play." Beautiful, Oscar. And to Edwin, I hope your gran is feeling better. And Edmund, thank you for your very kind comment. Only 2 more days to go for CTKS method version 2.0. Version 1.0 gave me the strength to say goodbye to my old job, which was completely non-fitting to real wealth thinking and positive excellence, and embrace the world of trading by starting small and scaling, using the creed and positive excellence. Also going to be a papa soon and will be etching the abundance thinking and perseverance into her name. Oh, congratulations, Edmund. That's beautiful. And Jade had an awesome share. Poor, everyone and everything is against me. I cannot be successful because insert any excuse. I'm too old. I'm too tall. I'm too short. I'm too young. Whatever it is, whatever excuse. It's a really good point, Jade. Rich thinking, money is the end game. Flaunt riches to let others know your worth by the things you can now afford. Wealthy thinking, placing positivity, peace, gratitude and humbleness first. Using your time and energy to help improve the places and empower the people around you. Very beautiful, Jade. If you have friends or family who could benefit from positive excellence and what we do here each and every day, please introduce them to our community by sharing a video. We'd love to see them here. We have one of the best communities on YouTube. And well done to everybody who pops in their BORSOG codes. It will make the difference to your profitability in the long run. As a community, we're focused on beating fear. And we can do this through the CTKS Creed. Living a fearful life is one of anxiety and potentially depression. It's a horrible way to live. Anything that we can do to get out of that fear-based state is a good thing to do. Positive affirmations can be incredibly powerful. They can literally rewire your mind for positivity and opportunity. And they can help you to see the happiness and gratitude in life. It's always there. But sometimes we do have to dig really, really deep to find it. That's why we go through the CTKS Creed. So let's get into it. I know the universe wants me to succeed. Every day I show kindness, integrity, and gratitude. I know opportunities and life reset daily. I am worthy. I go slow to go fast. I start small and scale with BORSOG. Life pullbacks give me the strength for the next life rally. I am dedicated and committed. I win or learn and never blame, and I never let a problem beat me. There are always opportunities. We just have to find them. Stay safe out there, my friends. Take care and see you tomorrow. Bye for now.